Hi, it's Kelly Todd with Movement for Hope, and I will be teaching a gentle flow yoga sequence. So getting started on your mat or even just a floor is perfectly fine. What I like to do is have blocks, and instead of blocks, because you're at home right now or in a space that maybe doesn't allow for props, is I've gathered some large books. You can also stack books. And so I found the two biggest books I could find in my house, and I put them on either side of the mat. What you might also want is a big sweater or a blanket or a towel of some sort. And I have found a towel. This is especially useful if you have sensitive knees, or if you just had a knee surgery of any sort. And you can just put that to the side of your mat. Right? So for gentle flow, finding an easy seat, maybe one leg in front of the other, hands resting on your knees, and just take a moment to close the eyes. Hear all the sounds in the space. And see if you can identify where each sound is coming from. Taking an inhale in through the nose, and an exhale out through the mouth. And just feeling the ribs expand from side to side as you inhale in through the nose. And this time exhale out through the nose. So you're almost beginning to create this wave-like breath, this ocean-sounding breath called ujjayi. So you inhale again in through the nose, and you exhale through the nose. Bringing your hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, gently begin to flutter the eyes open and circle the arms up. Shift the gaze up to the hands, and exhale, release your right palm over, left arm up and over. Take another inhale here, and an exhale. Inhale, you're trying to lengthen the right hip down. Exhale. Inhale, rotate the heart up to the sky. And then exhale, fold over to the right side. Taking an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, begin to lift up through the spine. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and reaching the right hand back behind you. Lifting all the way up. And then exhale, rotate your gaze back behind you as you twist. Another big inhale. And exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, bring your gaze back to the front. And then exhale, fully rotate all the way over to the left side and round over. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center, circle the arms up. And exhale, release left palm down, right arm up and over. Inhale, rotate the heart up to the ceiling. And then exhale, folding over to the left side. Inhale, begin to roll up through the spine, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and left hand reaches back behind you. Exhale to fully revolve the gaze back behind you as you twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return the gaze back to center, and then revolve the body completely over to the right side as you round over. And then inhale, return back to center. Just switching the crossing of the legs. Again, circle the arms up. And exhale. exhale, release right palm down, left arm up and over. Inhale, rotate the belly up to the sky. Shift your gaze up, up, up. And then exhale, fold over to the right. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Right hand, left hand to the right, outside the right knee. And keep sending the right hand back behind you as you revolve back for your twist. Exhale. Stay for an inhale. And an exhale. Return your gaze back to the front and fully rotate over to the left side, round over. Inhale, return to center, sweep the arms up. And exhale, releasing left palm down, right arm up and over. See how much space you can create in the ribs in this long sideways, and keep melting the right hip down. Revolve this torso up to the ceiling, and then exhale, fold over to the left side. Inhale, lifting up through the gaze, staying in your twist, and revolving all the way back behind you like you're wringing out. Stay for another inhale. Big ribs side from side. And then a full exhale. Inhale, return your gaze back to the front. And then exhale, sweep all the way back over to the right side. Inhale, return back to neutral. And you can either just uncross the legs or cross over the knees to come into neutral tabletop. So on your knees and on your palms. Again, if you have sensitive knees, this might be a good time to go ahead and put your towel or your blanket under you. And then just a few cat-cows. Inhale, lifting up through the torso and the heart center. And then exhale, rolling through for cat. Inhale, lifting up through the torso. Exhale, rolling through for cat. One more, inhale, lifting all the way up, lowering the belly. Exhale through for cat. And then finding neutral tabletop. Inhale, stretch the right arm out to the right side of you, and then lifting the right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm behind the left wrist as you completely lay your right cheek down onto the mat. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. Send a lot of energy down into the left palm as you inhale, unravel and lift the right arm all the way back up. And then exhale, send the right arm up and over, and you find your cat. Inhale, return back through to cow, undulating through. And exhale again through cat. Find neutral tabletop. Navel into the spine, really lifting the side waist up. Inhale, fly the left arm to the left side. And then revolve the left arm all the way up. You want to think about spreading the collarbones here. And exhale, thread the left arm behind the right wrist. Staying for an inhale and an exhale. Send a lot of energy down into the right palm as you inhale, lifting the left arm all the way back up. And exhale, left arm sweeps up and over, finding a really juicy cat. And then again, being really precious with the spine as you inhale, rolling all the way back through to cow. Exhale, one more through cat. And then finding neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the pelvis high and up, downward facing dog. Allow the feet to be hip distance apart here, and then just take a little walk through your dog, treading one foot at a time, articulating through the feet, through the fascia, through the muscles and all the little bones, spreading the toes apart. And take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. So again, you're staying with the Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Just keep streaming the heels down, navel into the spine, lift the ribs a little slightly off of the waist. So you're engaging the abdominals. Then inhale, begin to lift the right leg to the sky, one-legged down dog, sending a lot of energy out through the right heel. Exhale, fly the right foot between the palms and releasing the left knee down to the mat and untucking the left toes. Again, you can use your blanket under your knee if you want. And you can either stay here on the fingertips. What might be nice is to use your books to place to get a little extra space and support here. Or you can bring the hands up to the quadriceps. Take another inhale and an exhale. Think about the inner thighs coming towards one another as you engage the navel into the spine. So you're not just leaning into the psoas and the quadricep here, but you're actually creating support for your muscles while getting a little lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release your palm, your fingertips back down to either books or the mat. Keep bending in the left knee and extend through the right leg. Think of the toes sending a lot of energy up through the sky. And you're lengthening the tailbone down, back behind you as you lengthen the spine. You want to think of your spine as a string of pearls. So each vertebra has space in between. And on your next inhale, deep bend in the right knee, tucking the left toes, lifting the left knee. Keep your left hand down on either the block or the mat and spiral the right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, releasing both palms to the mat, framing the right foot, stepping back with the right leg in a high plank. Exhale, releasing the knees, chaturanga the elbows, so the elbows stay nice and close to your torso as you lower all the way down. Inhale through to a cobra. Lift up the hands, test out. Make sure you're using the shoulder blades back and in, so your upper back is getting a lot of support here. And then exhale, release the heart back down. Tuck the toes, peel through a child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. Taking an inhale here, and an exhale. Inhale, begin to roll through. You're bypassing through cat, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky, releasing a lot of energy out through the left heel. Find this long line from heel to heel. And then exhale as you bend through the left knee, just fly the left foot between the palms, softly lowering the right knee and untucking the right toes. Again, maybe using your books here to lift up so that you can find a lot of delicate space for the solar plexus and the sternum here. We tend to hold a lot of tension, especially right now when we're spending a lot of time seated and at our computers and in front of devices. So how can you make space in your own personal home while being home? And of course, whenever, if and when you feel ready, you can bring the hands onto the quadriceps. No matter what, think of this inner thigh engagement and then lifting up. So how are your shoulders separate from your rib cage? How is your rib cage separate from your waist? So you have so many pockets of space in your body. Inhale. Exhale. Returning the fingers back down to the books or the mat, and then just bending in the right knee and extending the left leg, long toes flying up to the ceiling. And I'm reaching as if my nose could touch my left toe. Inhale. Exhale. Think of the collarbones spreading far apart from one another. Deep bend in the left knee. Keep this right palm down onto the book or the mat. Tuck the right toes, lifting the right knee. Stay long through the back leg as you fly the left arm up. And send the gaze up to the sky. Inhale. Stay for an exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Plant both palms down onto the mat. And just barely lifting up the left leg. Test out your support and strength and step back to a high plank. Exhale, lower the knees and chaturanga. Elbows stay nice and tight, nice and tight. Navel into the spine. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release the heart all the way back down. Breathe through a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Inhale. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, rolling through, passing by cat, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Slowly begin to walk the feet to the top of your mat, maybe bending in the knees until you find the top. Allow the feet to stay hip distance apart. and melting over. Again, you can keep the knees bent here to create more space in the sacrum. What this is about the forward fold, so how the back can lengthen the spine. Again, you can find the string of pearls energy, maybe grasping opposite elbows, and just melting over. You can add a little sway from side to side. And again, feeling how the feet send different energy down, so you're imprinting differently on each foot. And then softly releasing the arms. Take a deep bend in the knees and rolling up through the spine. Notice where you hold tension and maybe give a little bounce. I personally tend to hold a lot of tension in my neck, and so I need to bounce whenever I get near my cervical spine, or I can feel it start gripping. And then bring the palms to facing the wall that's in front of you. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over, opening up the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, Utkatasana, so maybe flying fingers up a little bit. And then exhale, fold, stepping the right foot back, releasing the right knee, untucking right toes. Again, maybe staying on fingertips, coming up to a quadricep, or lifting the arms all the way up. And then exhale, releasing the palms to the outside of the left foot, stepping back to a high plank. Exhale, you can either release the knees and then the torso, or a full chaturanga, bending the elbows. And inhale through an upward facing dog, lifting the knees, the quadriceps, and the pelvis. Exhale, down dog by engaging the belly. Inhale, lifting the right leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping the right foot between the palms, spiraling the left foot down, warrior one. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Stay for an exhale. Shake out the head. Notice if you have any tension. Inhale. Exhale, open up through the arms, bend through the elbows, find a little cacti pose. One more, inhale. Exhale, softly bringing the torso to parallel, so you find this long line of energy, and then releasing the palms down to the mat, stepping back through a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Again, inhale, lifting the right leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping the right foot between the hands, and then sitting a lot of weight into the right foot to pick up the left leg to come to a forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive the arms, lifting everything up. Exhale, hands through the heart center. Inhale, circling the arms up, allow your gaze to follow. Exhale, diving over. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, releasing the left knee, untucking left toes. Either stay on fingertips, quadricep, or lifting the arms up. The arms just float. So notice if you're holding any tension. You can take some shoulder circles if that feels better for you, to clean out wherever you may be holding tension. One more, inhale. Exhale, releasing the palms down to the outside of the foot, stepping back through a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg to the sky. And then exhale, sweeping the left foot between the palms, spiraling right heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, open up the arms, cacti arm. And notice if you can find a softness in the chest here. So you're not forcing the chest open, but you're delicately allowing the fascia to untangle and release to make space for your ribs. Inhale. Exhale, begin to tip the torso forward, navel into the spine. You're still lifting a lot in the side waist and staying long through the back leg. Bring the chin a little in. And then exhale, release the palms down. Again, step back to a high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg to the sky. Exhale, immediately think about pouring weight into the left foot so that you just step up to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive the arms. Again, lifting the sideways so much. Lift the eyes. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce. Maybe keeping your feet hip distance apart, pelvis really back, scooping through the belly, and then just lifting the arms. And again, be gentle. One more inhale. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back through a high plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg to the sky. This time, stack open the hip. Bend through the right knee and come up onto the left fingertips if you can, if that's available for you. So you keep supporting the right shoulder blade down and in. And then melt the left hand down and see if you can find the support of shoulder blades down and in. Stay open through the hip. Extend the right leg up to the sky. Parallel out through the hip. Sweeping the right foot between the palms. Warrior two. Spiral the left foot down and open up the arms. Gaze your left eye over your right ring finger. Stretching the left arm really far back behind you and melt down. Flipping the front palm, exhale, reverse up and back. Inhale, return to warrior two. Exhale, gentle side angle, releasing the right forearm to the right quadricep and spiraling the left arm up and over. There's barely any weight in this arm. I'm still sending the right shoulder blade down and in as I think of the belly button painting the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift all the way back up through warrior two. Keep grounding through the legs. One more, exhale, reverse up and back. Think of all the space in the side waist. And then exhale, cartwheel the palms down. Step back to a high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. And you can always take a child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the left leg to the sky. Again, stacking open through the hip, bending through the left knee, and coming onto the right fingertips so that you keep plugging the left shoulder blade down and in. Navel into the spine. Melt the right palm back down. Extend the left leg high up. And then square off through the hips. Exhale, sweep the left foot between the palms. Spiral right heel down, warrior two. Sending the right eye over the left ring finger. So you're disciplining your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, keep lengthening the right arm back behind you. Flipping the left palm, exhale, reverse up and back. Inhale, return to warrior two. Exhale, gentle side angle. Left forearm, left quadricep, right arm up and over. And then spiral the gaze up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, begin to lift back up to warrior two. Exhale, reverse up and back. Cartwheeling the palms down to meet the mat. Step back to a high plank. Keep sending shoulders on top of the wrists as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big inhale here. Horse's breath, fluttering the lips as you exhale. One more inhale. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, bending the knees, lifting navel into the spine. Shifting the gaze to meet your palms, looking up towards your palms. And just step up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana fierce. Melting the sitting bones down. Lifting up through the eyes. Exhale, come to standing, hands at your heart center. Melting down into the right leg. And then flaring open the left hip for tree. So either the left foot to the right ankle, to the right calf, or to the right inner thigh. whatever's available for you today. We just always want to never put the foot upon the knee. Your knee doesn't want to move from side to side. So either below or above for Vrikshasana tree. And then you send the standing leg into the foot that's lifted. And you want to think about finding about 5 inches of space in your right hip flexor. So whoa, you're growing so much. Loose sternum, loose shoulders. Maybe find a shoulder roll here to open up. And then bringing the hands to your heart center. And if your balance feels spot on today, you can close your eyes, woo, and just sway in the wind like a tree actually does. Woo. And whenever you're ready, just softly let that go. Release the left foot down and immediately shift the weight down to lift the right leg up, to turn out open through the right hip. And again, either foot to ankle, calf, or inner thigh. And just acknowledging that you have 2 different legs. Both sides are going to be totally different, and that's great. Again, try and find your pocket of space, lifting up, becoming available in the chest, softness behind the eyes. Maybe take your shoulder roll here, and your shoulder roll forward. And then hands to the heart center, engaging this inner thigh, just in energy, over to the right. Nice and soft. Maybe you want to think about your heart coming towards your hands instead of contracting in the chest. Maybe close your eyes, play with balance, just sway a little. It's so good whenever your ankle is actually shaking and figuring it out. It's your stability muscles figuring out. Inhale. And then exhale softly. Again, let that go. One more time. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg high up to the sky. Bend through the right knee and sending the right knee to the right edge of your mat, so the right corner. You're coming through a single pigeon. Lifting up really high here. If this is too much for your hips, you can again get your book and put your book directly under your hips so you have more support here, more length. And exhale, slowly begin to fold over to where you feel completely supported. It might be on forearms, or it might be completely folding over. And stay for an inhale and an exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly begin to lift up. Releasing the prop if you have a book under you. And then tucking the left toes, lifting the left knee, send a lot of energy down into the fingertips and lift the right leg up to the sky, one-legged down dog. Releasing the right foot down to meet the left in downward facing dog and lifting the left leg up to the sky. Bending through the left knee and sending the left knee at the left corner of your mat. Releasing the right leg down. Again, any props that you may need, a book under your left hip for support, so you can be nice and lifted here. And then either staying high up or begin to float down to the elbows, to the forearms, or fully folding, whatever your hips are feeling tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And just allowing the noise around the space to begin to dissipate and bringing the consciousness to your breath. So even if there are noises happening in your home right now, There are noises happening in my own right now. Just try and bring your focus to the ins and outs of your breath, so the closest sound to you right now. And inhale, slowly begin to lift up. Tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee, lifting the left leg, one-legged down dog. Exhale, releasing the left foot down to meet the right and releasing the knees, child's pose. Stay for an inhale. And an exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly begin to roll up, shifting to one side of your hips. And bringing the feet together, Utkatasana, knees apart. You want to use the mounds of your thumbs into your feet and give just a gentle massage. So again, you're waking up the fascia of the feet, this fascia that binds your muscles and your joints together and gives a lot of protection throughout the day. This is also where a lot of memories are stored. And then inhale. Exhale, begin to fold. You can use your elbows to give a little gentle insinuation for the legs to open a little bit more. And inhale, slowly begin to roll up. You're going to plant the feet onto your mat, fingertips behind you, but fingertips facing towards the front. And inhale, lift up through the hips, bring the gaze up to the sky, altar pose. Exhale, lifting the hips even higher. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, releasing the hips down. Sending the legs long out in front of you. Reaching the arms up to the sky. And exhale, reaching the hands where the outsides of the feet. This could also be where your blanket or your towel comes in handy. And you can wrap your blanket or your towel around your feet to work on folding, working on finding length through the back of the hamstrings and also the back. The tendency is to think that all of this comes from flexibility of the hamstrings, but it's also flexibility of the low back. Again, you may be sitting a lot now, and so you're just getting a little different movement for the spine and the legs. And exhale, keep lengthening out through the crown of the head. So you think of the bowl of the pelvis reaching back behind you as the bowl of the head reaches in front of you. And then softly releasing any grasp that you may have and rolling back up. And bend through the knees and begin to come onto your back. Hugging the knees into the chest and just giving a little rock from side to side. Finding the looseness of the spine and the head. If you want, grasp the outsides of the feet and taking a happy baby, opening the knees out wide and sending the tailbone down to the wall in front of you and the crown of the head to the wall behind you. And again, just rocking, but allowing your spine to go along for the ride and the head to move how it naturally feels intended to move. Take a big exhale out through the mouth to clean out any stale breath. And hugging the knees into the chest, releasing the knees over to the left and opening the arms out wide and shifting your gaze to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, sweep the knees through the left side, through center, and then just gently shift the hips over to the left so the knees can reach to the right and release the knees down to the right and gaze over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. gaze back through to center, coming back onto your back. And slowly hugging the knees in and releasing all the way down for Shavasana, final rest. Heels rotate in, toes rotate out, palms facing up towards the sky. And just closing the eyes. And taking soft breath. Exhale out through the mouth to let everything go. And softly begin to deepen the inhales and the exhales. Bringing gentle movement to the fingers and the toes. And stretching through arms and legs, just allowing the eyes to stay closed. And bending through the knees, rolling over to the right side into a fetal. And using as little energy as possible to lift yourself up to a comfortable seat. Just taking a moment for the palms to be relaxed on the thighs or the knees. And noticing the sounds that make up the space that holds you. Bringing the hands to your heart center as a gesture of gratification. May I be at peace. May I be a source of healing for the world. May my heart be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining in Gentle Flow. Again, my name is Kelly Todd. If you have any sort of questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can reach out to me at any point. Thank you.